There were 11 games of Premier League football played in match week 22 of the Premier League. It was the first match week of 2018 and teams were looking to get on a good start for the new year. Today we'll be running through the games of match week 22 in the Premier League, and we'll be talking about everything that happened within the first 4 days of the Premier League season in the new calendar year of 2018. Today, I've got 10 things we learned from this Premier League match week 22. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, make sure also click on the notification button and become a part of the notification squad. Number 10, 2 games in 2 days. Both Spurs and West Ham played 2 games in 2 days in match week 22 of the Premier League. Spurs faced West Ham in the final game of the match week, but before that, they both faced other teams earlier on in the match week. So Spurs defeated Swansea 2-0 and West Ham beat West Brom 2-1, but both teams came up against each other to end match week 22 of the Premier League, and it was a late wonder strike from Son Heung-min earned Spurs a 1-1 draw with West Ham United that will be remembered for the 2 goals that did happen within the game. After 70 minutes at Wembley, dominated by Spurs, it was Pedro Obiang who thundered a strike in off Hugo Lloris's near post from about 30 metres with West Ham's first shot of the match. Spurs went back on the offense, but their shots were blocked or saved. The one shot of the 31 shots that Spurs had on goal paid off with 6 remaining as Son let fly from a distance similar to Obiang's goal to equalise. Spurs pressed for a winner, but West Ham held firm to go 2 points above the relegation zone into 15th. The draw leaves Spurs in 5th, 3 points off Liverpool, who are in 4th position. Number 9, fastest goal of the season. Raheem Sterling has had an incredible season so far with Manchester City, and he's just continually adding on top of the spectacular season he's having with Manchester City. The winger has scored the quickest goal of the season just 38 seconds into the game. Sterling scored in Manchester City's comfortable 3-1 win over Watford at the Etihad. Number 8, New Year's Day Goalfest. Callum Wilson scored a late equaliser as Bournemouth and Brighton and Hove Albion opened up 2018 on the first day with an entertaining 2-2 draw. Wilson poked in from close range after a goalmouth scramble with 11 minutes remaining, moving the Cherries within a place and 2 points of 12th placed Brighton. Brighton were 2-1 up and they were looking like they were going to go ahead and pick up the points before Callum Wilson did chip in with the goal to earn the visitors a point in the opening game of 2018. Number 7, Liverpool win late. Liverpool scored within the 4th minute of stoppage time to give them a 2-1 victory over Burnley to kick off 2018. The Clarets thought they had rescued a point when they equalised on 87 minutes, but Clavan met Dejan Lovren's header in the final moment. Sadio Mane had given Liverpool the lead on 61 minutes when he collected Trent Alexander-Arnold's cross and superbly drilled past Nick Pope. But Burnley with a header levelled it at 1-1. But the Reds, who were without their injured stars Mohamed Salah and Felipe Coutinho, we'll be talking about him in the next point, won it when Lovren's header from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's free kick was turned in. Liverpool are now 13 matches unbeaten and are in a good run of form at the moment, while 7th placed Burnley have not won in 5 matches. Will we see Burnley slip down the table as the Premier League season does progress? Number 6. Will Coutinho leave? Jurgen Klopp has come out and said the reason why Felipe Coutinho did not play against Burnley is because he's injured. But is there more to that? Will the deal go through? Will Coutinho leave Liverpool during the January transfer window and leave for Barcelona? It is something we're all going to have to wait and find out. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you think the deal will go through? Do you think the reason why Coutinho did not play against Burnley, and I think he's not playing the upcoming game in the Premier League also, is it because the deal will go through and Coutinho will leave for Barcelona? Let me know. Number 5, Foxes run riot on Huddersfield. Second half goals from Mahrez, Slimani and Marco Brighton gave Leicester City a 3-0 victory over Huddersfield, their first win in 5 matches. After a quiet first half, Mahrez opened the scoring on 53 minutes, and this is when Leicester built in the second half. It was from an Albrighton cross. Moments later, Okazaki thought he had made it 2-0, but the goal was denied. On the hour, Slimani, starting in place of the injured Jamie Vardy, doubled the lead with a chipped finish over the goalkeeper. And Leicester, who gave a late debut to summer signing Adrian Silva, completed the scoring in stoppage time with Albrighton tapping in a deflected Demarai Gray cross. The Foxes remain in 8th position in the Premier League, 3 places and 6 points ahead of Huddersfield Town. Number 4, Lingard shines again for a United win. Superb goals from Anthony Martial and Jesse Lingard gave Manchester United a 2-0 victory at Everton, a result which moves them back into 2nd place in the Premier League. After being restricted to long-range efforts in the first half, United slowly broke down Everton's defence. They had a break with Juan Mata forcing a save from Jordan Pickford and then hitting the post. United took the lead on 57 minutes when Martial curled the shot into the top corner, but Everton responded well. Umanoyes having a headed chance going wide. However, Lingard made sure of the victory for United with a stunning strike into the top corner, his 7th of the season with 9 minutes to go. United's first win in 4 matches moves them back into 2nd, still behind league leaders Manchester City. Number 3, Palace shock Southampton away. We are seeing a different Crystal Palace team to what we saw at the beginning of the season. Crystal Palace came from a goal behind to beat Southampton 2-1 at St Mary's Stadium. Shane Long gave Southampton the lead on 17 minutes with his first Premier League goal of the season. In wet and windy conditions, James McArthur converted a Christian Benteke knockdown to bring Palace level with 21 minutes remaining. But with 10 minutes to go, Crystal Palace found the goal to put themselves ahead to pick up a huge 2-1 victory away. And Palace now, we all remember Palace when they were down at the bottom of the table. They have now leapfrogged Southampton into 14th in the table while the Saints dropped to 17th. Number 2, City continue to roll on. Raheem Sterling's goal after just 38 seconds helped Manchester City to a comfortable 3-1 win over Watford at the Etihad Stadium. Soon after kickoff, Leroy Sané crossed to the back post. Sterling was waiting to tap in his 14th Premier League goal of the season and the fastest in the competition this season. After 13 minutes, it was already 2-0 when it was an own goal from the Watford defender. Sergio Agüero made it 3-0 on 63 minutes. After Gomez had spilled Kevin De Bruyne's cross before Andre Gray got a late consolation for the Hornets. City are 15 points clear now of Manchester United at the top, while Watford are 10th with 25 points. And number 1, Chelsea and Arsenal play an incredible draw. For those neutral fans, this was an incredible game. For fans of Chelsea and Arsenal, it would have been really stressful. Hector Bellerin scored in stoppage time to salvage a point as Arsenal shared a breathless 2-2 draw with Chelsea. Alvaro Morata side-footed wide for the Blues on 13 minutes when clean through on goal, while Alexis Sanchez's shot hit both posts with a wonderful save from Thibaut Courtois, who also turned Alexander Lacazette's effort wide. Cesc Fabregas fired over and Mesut Ozil had a chance put wide, but Jack Wilshere opened scoring, giving Arsenal a 1-0 lead, but Hazard converted a penalty 4 minutes later after being fouled by Bellerin. With 4 minutes left, Alonso converted Zabacosta's cross, but Bellerin thrashed in from 16 yards. You would think it would be over, but no. Morata and Zabacosta almost won it for the visitors as both sides settled for a point each. Chelsea remain 3rd on 46 points, while Arsenal are in 6th. And the only game we did not cover in this video was a 1-0 victory for Newcastle United over Stoke City. And like we always do to end off these Premier League review videos, we take a look at the league table. City are still clear first, United in 2nd, Chelsea in 3rd, Liverpool are in 4th. In mid-table, we see Everton, Watford, Huddersfield, and down in the relegation zone, it is Swansea, West Brom, Stoke City, Southampton just above the relegation zone, Bournemouth, West Ham have jumped out of the relegation zone into 15th, and it's good to see Crystal Palace in 14th. And that is the 10 things we learned from this Premier League match week 22. No Premier League games this weekend, but the Premier League will return next weekend. And to kick off next weekend's Premier League games, it's Chelsea and Leicester City. So make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me. Click that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel like I already said, and I'll see you all on my next video.